Teacher Bob is taking a honeymoon in this book. He's married? Who did he get married to? That story could probably be its own book.
Arglefumph Book Review, Arglefumph Book Review.
Brother Bear's class loves harassing substitute teachers. Last time, all the students crossed their legs at the same time. Huh, I've never heard of that prank before. It seems like something the teacher might not even notice. Too Tall takes sadistic glee in the thought of harassing the substitute teacher until she quits. He invites Brother, Cousin Fred, and Barry Bruin to help with the plan. The girls all refuse to help because they like teachers. Sister and Lizzie regularly pester Brother about what happens, and I think this storyline kind of fails because they're not in the class. I think it would have been better if Brother had been pestered by Babs Bruno or Bonnie. Although I suppose if Brother's crush told him to stop pestering the teacher, he would have stopped immediately and then there wouldn't have been a book. Brother is okay with the plan at first. It's all in good fun, and he likes being respected by Too Tall. Brother starts feeling guilty when Miss Barr ends up being a nice teacher. The students do the leg crossing prank, and they all drop their pencils at once. Miss Barr tells them to stop, but Too Tall wants to keep going. Since Brother wants to quit, he purposely suggests the most harmless prank he can think of, putting a frog on the teacher's desk. Brother thinks a frog is a harmless prank? How about talking in silly voices or sitting in the wrong seats? Those are far more harmless than bringing a wild animal into school. Scuzz starts attacking Miss Barr with spitballs. She decides to ignore them instead of disciplining Scuzz. Not the best decision on Miss Barr's part, as Scuzz becomes encouraged to make the biggest spitball ever. Brother tries to protect Miss Barr by using the frog as a distraction. Scuzz hits the frog, causing it to go wild. The frog jumps into Miss Barr's blouse and wiggles everywhere. She runs around and screams repeatedly. Brother feels terrible. He confesses to Miss Barr right away. At home, he confesses to his parents after a little prompting. Mama is understanding. As usual, Papa Bear throws a large fit until he's reminded he's a giant hypocrite who did the exact same thing when he was a kid. Too Tall's next prank is to dump a bucket of water on the teacher's head. Amazingly, no one notices that he's holding on to a large string which is connected to the ceiling on the other side of the room. Brother Bear tries to get to school early to warn Miss Barr in time, but he is delayed by Papa Bear and a train. Too Tall's prank works perfectly, and Miss Barr leaves the classroom in tears. That's when everyone learns Miss Barr is a secret karate master who can break blocks with her bare hands. She demonstrates karate in front of the entire school, and she gives a lecture on bullies and mean practical jokes. Too Tall is terrified that she's going to hurt him, and he shivers in fear the whole time. And that's it. Too Tall is scared for a few minutes. Everyone decides that's enough punishment. So Too Tall, once again, gets away with misbehaving. The end. Post-book follow-up. This book is not an original concept for the Berenstain Bears. It appears to be a combination of the Substitute Teacher book about pranking and the Double Dare book about peer pressure. This book is not very subtle. After every minor incident, Brother stops to think about how he feels. And I mean every minor incident. It happens multiple times per chapter. We are constantly reminded of the effects of peer pressure. While the repetition was tedious, I liked how Brother's feelings are slightly different each time. You can see him slowly change from, it's okay to have fun with a substitute, to, no, this is wrong. It was a good idea to show Brother go through the process of changing his mind. I just think it would have been better if this had happened, say, only once a chapter. I'm surprised we don't hear Miss Barr's lecture at the end. We're told she gives a lecture about bullies, but we don't hear what she says. I think a little speech about respecting teachers and other students would have been a good note to end on. Having Brother and Cousin Fred apologize to Miss Barr would also have been a good idea. Overall, it's an okay book about peer pressure. It's exactly what I expected based on the premise. I thought the ending was a bit of a cop-out. So what if Miss Barr is good at karate? That's not why students should respect her authority as a teacher. I get the Berenstain Bears, except no substitutes, a 7 out of 10.